The role of an auditor is crucial in the financial world. Auditors provide assurance on the fairness and reliability of financial statements. This role comes with significant responsibility. Auditors operate within a complex web of legal obligations and potential liabilities. Lawsuits against audit firms are a constant reality. These suits can result in substantial financial losses. Reputational damage is another serious consequence. The frequency and severity of lawsuits against auditors have been increasing. This trend highlights the importance of understanding the liability environment. Auditors must be aware of the legal challenges they face. They need to take proactive steps to mitigate their risk. Several factors contribute to this heightened liability environment. The increasing complexity of business transactions is one factor. The globalization of financial markets adds another layer of complexity. Furthermore, there is a growing expectation from stakeholders for greater transparency and accountability. This expectation puts pressure on auditors to perform their duties with the utmost diligence. The consequences of failing to meet these expectations can be severe. Auditors may face hefty financial penalties. Their reputations, carefully built over years, can be tarnished. In some instances, auditors may even face regulatory sanctions or criminal charges. Therefore, understanding and navigating this challenging legal landscape is not just good practice, it is essential for survival in the auditing profession. Auditor liability is rooted in both common law and statutory law. Common law refers to the body of law developed through court decisions. Statutory law, on the other hand, is created through legislation. Both play a significant role in defining the boundaries of auditor responsibility and liability. Common law liability arises from the auditor's duty of care to clients and third parties. This duty of care is based on the premise that auditors, as professionals, are expected to perform their duties with a certain level of skill and competence. When an auditor fails to meet this standard of care, they may be found negligent.
Statutory law, specifically securities laws, has become increasingly important in shaping auditor liability. In the United States, the Securities Act of 1933 and the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 impose significant obligations on auditors of publicly traded companies. These laws hold auditors liable for material misstatements in financial statements filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. Understanding the interplay between common law and statutory law is crucial for auditors. It provides a framework for understanding their legal obligations. It also helps them make informed decisions to mitigate their liability risk.
Auditors face legal action for a variety of reasons. Understanding these reasons is essential for developing strategies to minimize litigation risk. One common trigger for lawsuits is a company's financial distress or bankruptcy. When a company experiences financial difficulties, stakeholders often scrutinize the auditor's work more closely, looking for someone to blame for their losses. Another common reason for litigation is the discovery of fraud. While auditors are not expected to be fraud detectors, they are expected to design and perform their audits in a manner that provides reasonable assurance of detecting material misstatements, whether caused by error or fraud. Failure to detect and report material fraud can lead to allegations of auditor negligence. Additionally, auditors may face legal action due to breaches of contract, failure to adhere to professional standards, or inadequate internal controls at the client company. In some cases, auditors are targeted in frivolous lawsuits filed by plaintiffs hoping for a quick settlement. However, even defending against these baseless claims can be costly and time-consuming for audit firms. By understanding the common reasons behind auditor lawsuits, firms can better anticipate and mitigate potential areas of liability. This proactive approach is crucial for protecting both the financial health and the reputation of the firm. When auditors face legal action, understanding the specific claims, potential remedies, and available defenses is crucial. Common causes of action against auditors include negligence, breach of contract, and fraud. Each cause of action has its own elements that must be proven by the plaintiff. Remedies sought in auditor liability cases can be substantial. These remedies may include compensatory damages, which are intended to compensate the plaintiff for their actual losses. In some cases, punitive damages may be awarded to punish the auditor for particularly egregious conduct.
Auditors are not without defenses when facing legal action. Common defenses include arguing that the auditor's work was performed in accordance with professional standards, that the plaintiff's losses were not caused by the auditor's actions, or that the statute of limitations for bringing the claim has expired. Understanding the nuances of these claims, remedies, and defenses is essential for both auditors and their legal counsel. This knowledge allows for a more effective defense strategy, potentially mitigating the negative impacts of a lawsuit.
Professional judgment is the cornerstone of effective auditing. It involves the application of relevant training, knowledge, and experience in making informed decisions about the course of an audit.
Given the inherent subjectivity of professional judgment, developing a structured framework for its application is essential for ensuring audit quality.
This framework should emphasize a thorough understanding of the client's business, its industry, and the regulatory environment in which it operates.
It should also encourage a critical assessment of audit evidence, considering both its sufficiency and appropriateness.
Furthermore, the framework should promote consultation with other professionals, both within and outside the audit firm.
Documenting the basis for significant judgments is crucial, providing a clear audit trail and supporting the rationale behind key decisions.
By implementing a robust framework for professional judgment, audit firms can enhance the quality of their audits, reduce the risk of errors, and strengthen their defense in the event of litigation.
Section 6. Ethics as a guiding light. A framework for ethical decision-making in auditing. Ethical conduct is paramount for maintaining public trust in the auditing profession. A strong ethical framework guides auditors in making difficult decisions and navigating complex situations. This framework should emphasize the fundamental principles of integrity, objectivity, professional competence, and due care, confidentiality, and professional behavior.
When faced with an ethical dilemma, auditors can use a structured decision-making process. This process may involve identifying the relevant facts, stakeholders, and ethical issues involved. It should also include considering the potential consequences of different courses of action. Consulting with others, such as an ethics officer or legal counsel, can provide valuable perspectives.
Documenting the decision-making process and the rationale behind the ultimate choice is crucial. This documentation demonstrates transparency and accountability. It also serves as a valuable resource for future reference. By adhering to a strong ethical framework, auditors can uphold the integrity of the profession, maintain public confidence, and foster a culture of ethical behavior within their firms.
Section 7. The IESBA Code, a global compass for ethical conduct. The International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants IESBA. Code of Ethics serves as a global benchmark for ethical conduct in the accounting profession. This code sets forth fundamental principles and provides a framework for addressing ethical conflicts, promoting professional skepticism, and upholding the public interest.
The IESBA Code emphasizes 5 fundamental principles: integrity, objectivity, professional competence, and due care, confidentiality, and professional behavior. These principles provide a foundation for ethical decision-making in all aspects of professional practice.
The code also provides guidance on specific topics, such as conflicts of interest, acceptance and continuance of client relationships, and the provision of non-assurance services to audit clients. By adhering to the IESBA Code, auditors worldwide can contribute to a consistent and high-quality ethical environment within the profession.
Section 8. The AICPA Code. A US-centric approach to professional conduct in the United States, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA, Code of Professional Conduct provides ethical guidance specifically for CPAs. This code is structured around 6 principles: Responsibilities: the public interest, integrity, objectivity and independence, due care and scope and nature of services. The AICPA Code addresses a wide range of ethical issues, including independence, integrity, confidentiality and advertising and other forms of solicitation. It also provides guidance on the acceptance and continuance of client relationships, as well as the offering of non-attest services to attest clients. The AICPA Code is an essential resource for CPAs in upholding the ethical standards of the profession. By adhering to its principles and rules, CPAs can fulfill their responsibilities to the public, clients, and the profession as a whole. Section 9. Conclusion toward a future of responsible and accountable auditing. The liability environment for auditors is complex and ever-evolving. Understanding the legal framework, common causes of action, and available defenses is essential for mitigating litigation risk. By embracing a culture of quality, emphasizing professional judgment, and adhering to rigorous ethical standards, auditors can navigate this challenging landscape. The IESBA and AICPA codes provide valuable guidance for ethical decision-making, promoting professionalism and integrity within the profession. As the business world becomes increasingly intricate, auditors must remain vigilant in upholding the public trust. By embracing a commitment to quality, ethics, and continuous improvement, the auditing profession can continue to play a vital role in ensuring the stability and transparency of the global financial system.